My name is Kala Davenport.
And my name is Destin Howard.
And this is WJAG TV with your weekly school news.
The annual blood drive will be hosted here at Cedar Shoals tomorrow, February 2nd, for any students or teachers interested. Please inform Ms. Zenfer if you're interested so we can get back to you as soon as possible. This drive will be taking place in the JRTC lobby. If you are 16 or 17, you will need to sign a consent form. Please get your parents to sign this form as soon as possible by February 1st.
Our artist of the week is Jamie Arieta. She has been participating in art since her middle school years. Her art has caught the attention of journalists Elena and Destin, and here they are with a deeper look into her art.
I've always liked art, and until I got into high school is like when I actually started like drawing every single day. Just anything, like I go online and I just look at pictures that I like, mostly like portraits of like people like from Vogue, so just like magazines, I guess. Just the fact that I can like express myself and just be who I want to be and like kind of transmit like my feelings through the art. So just keep doing art, just don't give up and just keep drawing. Depending on what you draw, I know that you can like express like how you feel, so it can just help the community like understand like more like and spread awareness about like different cultures and just different movements that are going on, like the Black Lives Movement or like Hispanic culture.
In recent years, computer coding has become very popular. Coding has also become a part of many jobs today. Warren and Lindsay Chen captured moments from the annual Hour of Code to introduce coding to any students interested.
In the wake of the developing tech era, there are vast opportunities in computer science and related fields.
Programming in today's society is a growing industry. As more jobs become digital and as the need for programmers expand, we need to have students who are qualified to take these jobs. Right now, many schools don't offer computer programming, and it's sort of discouraging students from taking these jobs that are oftentimes very high-paying jobs. For example, in Athens, Airbnb is going to open up a branch here. But will there be enough coders in Athens to take the jobs? I don't know, and these are going to be good jobs. So I think we need to start pushing students to get these better jobs. I'd like for everyone here to have a very happy, comfortable life, and I think that that's what programming can offer people.
Programming has a very intensive role that covers all areas of our life. Programming is the media through which we can interact with each other. It is part of everything, part of our shopping, communications, and social life. Coding and programming can make life easier for our community by developing those programs that make things easier with less time, as well as making communication between people easier.
Marcus Aki, an AP computer science student at Cedar Shoals, discusses his experiences in computer programming.
Well, originally I played a lot of games as a kid, and I always wondered how they worked. I had the basic concept of, like zeros and ones and machine code, but I didn't understand how they got that to turn into Mario jumping, killing stuff. So I guess computer science is just my way of finding out and learning how they make the things that they do. Since, technology keeps growing at an exponential rate every year, there's definitely going to be a high demand for people who are able to do, work with computers and technology. In that case, it's a pretty bright future for that. And me personally, I'm considering it, yeah, but I think I'll wait until the end of the year to see how I still feel about it.
Marcus gave a brief description about the Cedar Shoals APCS class.
Generally, we work out of 2 different books. We work out of a Greenfoot Java book and the Java Methods AP book. For the Java Methods, we do chapters. Like, we read it, we do exercises and labs. One lab that we did, it was frustrating. When you're doing that class, Mr. Carter has it so that it's more of an independent study as opposed to a team, like the whole class together. So in that case, I was struggling with some concepts. So I realized that it's not good to suffer in silence. It's best to ask questions. Otherwise, you're just going to stay stuck. Well, my experience, I think it's really interesting because you see just how much math and other skills go into writing some code. And then it kind of makes you think about just how they make an iPhone, the GUI and all the code that makes it work. And I'm going to take the test, even if just to test how much I know, even if it's not necessary to get credit. And if you're thinking of taking AP Computer Science, if you are interested in that kind of thing, or if you're just curious about general how things work, it's a pretty good class for you.
Computer science and its related fields can be challenging, but to those who have persevered, it is a rewarding experience.
Well, I'd say it's definitely something that it teaches you about perseverance, because you can't, just because there's like one bug, you can't just like turn it in. You have to find it, you have to fix it. And sometimes you fix that one bug, you get like 20 others. So you got to push through it to get to your final goal.
Computer science is not an easy major to study. It needs a good basis, especially in mathematics. But studying computer science, if you like to practice and work on computers, will be fun. Today, there are many tools that make learning easier. Tutors from the internet, they can watch YouTube programmers, then they can advance their own programming abilities.
Last December, Cedar Shoals High School held its own coding-related events in accordance with the National Hour of Code Week.
Hour of Code Week, National Computer Science Week, is the second week in December, and all students join the 100 million students participate in the Hour of Code, 1 hour of code. Our team tech support this and offer some special programming, making beats, demos, drones, and some robots for people to play with, emojifying ourselves and making edible cookies with our emojis. A lot of fun.
Are you interested in learning the game of chess? The Chess Club meets every Tuesday after school. Please report to the Media Center for the location.
Last Saturday, millions of men and women took the streets all across the world in advocacy for women's rights. Here's Henry Vincel with a closer look into the marches.
On January 21st, the day after the inauguration of Donald Trump, millions of people around the world attended women's marches to protest the culture of discrimination of women present in our nation, as well as the core values of our new president. Trump has made a number of discriminatory remarks regarding women. Protesters include high-profile celebrities as well as women and men of our own Athens community.
So I'm part of a year-long volunteer service program called the St. Joseph Worker Program in Philadelphia. And a lot of our sort of pillars of our community is social justice. So we were sort of assigned as a weekend trip to go with the Federation of the Sisters of St. Joseph as a community to go down to the Women's March to sort of make a statement both to the president and to the people of America that women need to be included in this presidency and to sort of forward a momentum of political, political movement to be a part of this presidency and to be included. So we started out on a bus with about 50 people to drive from Philadelphia down to the march. Our bus broke down halfway through, so we didn't make it to a lot of the rallies. But when we got there, you walk probably a mile and a half towards the Capitol, and you just see the sea of people. And a lot of them have the pink hats on and signs up with about women's health movements, about President Trump. Some of them are funny, some of them are serious. And it's just this huge sea of women as you walk down from Capitol Hill towards the Washington Monument, just people and their kids and their husbands. And giant groups with banners, all trying to work their way towards a stage to begin the march.
Well, it was kind of a surreal experience because there were hundreds of people there, all with the same passions as me. And I've never really been in a group of people that big that all agreed with me. And there were so many cool posters and chants, and it felt like I was actually doing something.
I don't know that it's the marches that will necessarily change anything, but what will get things done, what will change things is keeping people aware, keeping people motivated. So just this one march, just these marches that have been happening in the past few weeks aren't necessarily going to do much, but what is going to happen, like what is going to do something, is people getting the resources they need, people getting the contacts they need, and people staying angry and staying motivated.
Every week we notice students, but this week we would like to brag on a teacher as a student body. The teacher we chose is Miss Adamson. Here's Jacob Gunterman with our Teacher of the Week.
My name is Miss Adamson and I teach AP World History and Economics to 10th and 12th grade students. I love that every day is different. I love interacting with kids. I like being able to make a change in the world through my students, and I think that's a really cool possibility and opportunity for teachers. And not only that, I like the fact that in my profession and in the profession of teaching, you're not making anyone rich. No one's profiting off the work that I do. The only profit that comes from the work that I do is that students have a better life for themselves, and I think that's really, really cool. I try, every day should be different. I try to do something a little bit different every day. So like, you know, we're doing discussions, or we're doing like a project, hands-on activities, there might be a pear deck, we might be writing. So I try to make every lesson different, and every year I try to add something new so that I'm not doing the same thing, because I get bored too.
My name is Trent and I'm in the 10th grade. My favorite part about Miss Adamson's class is how she treats us with respect and like adults, and when we have to get our work done, she wants it then and there. This class affected me by, it shows me how I need to be more prepared and get ready for the real world by getting ready for college and so on.
I try to have an effect of, I want kids to know that I care about them. I want them to know that I want them to see that I'm giving my best self every day. And I want them to feel like they can have fun in my class, but they're also really learning something in my class. I want them to leave at the end of the year with abilities and skills that they didn't have, knowledge that they didn't have when they came in August. Otherwise, what am I doing? What am I here for, you know?
Again, my name is Kala Davenport.
And my name is Destin Howard.
And this has been WJAG TV with your weekly school news.
Wow, where are we?
I don't know where we are.
Sup, dudes? I'm Garth Finsker. See, you fell into this wonderful water of journalism today. Come with me. Publications class is perfect for you. Publication is all about writing for our school magazine and our school website. Students can write about our school, personal views, and things that go around in our community. The yearbook class is just what you want. Yearbook is about designing our school yearbook and about advertising and selling the yearbook. Buy this. Thank you. Students will learn how to interview, edit videos, and even anchor in the news show. And I am out.
For more information, come to room C207 today.